What's going on, guys? We're back with another Patreon replay analysis. So this is coming in from Scott Norwood. He is a Rising Star. I'm sorry, Rising Star, and he did this through Patreon.com/Gibbs000 at the $20 replay tier. So check it out, guys. If you want some replays analyzed, he's actually in a pre-made in this game, so he wants me to talk a little bit about their positioning. The wide right team, and I'll try and include that as we go on. So let's start this over first. Car's nice. I like the Viva Pinata. That's what it looks like to me. I like it a lot. I don't even know if I have that antenna. Either way, who are they playing, actually? Oh, they're playing Chrome, Karma, and Ping Pong Pete. So this is a really good team. All three players I know really well. This is just a little unfortunate. Like, if you don't have someone cheating with you, which they don't here, you got to try and side flip this out. He kind of goes for the kill face-off. So what you should do, alright, right here, you should go a little bit left, and then side roll to the right, which my hands are going to be backwards, but side roll to the right to throw it to the right, so you can get this out of just being a kill. Instead, he just goes for that dead center hit, which normally results in a kill. And if you don't have someone cheating with you, you don't want to do a kill. At all. Now, I want to go to fly view real quick and see where his teammates are during this play. Shim Sham's in net, so this should be an easy save. I mean, there's no excuse for a shot from midfield to ever go in if you have a goalie on the goal line, so this is just a bad play by Shim Sham. Kind of takes a bad angle at it and then just slides right by it. Not much else to be said about that. Just, like, if you're playing goalie, you need to save shots from midfield pretty much always. Unless they're, like, super, super hard or something, but that wasn't the case there. So, let's continue. Another face-off here. That one, he kind of went a little bit more just, like, normal diagonal, which at least will push it away. Probably because he had his diagonal going up against him as well. This is just a bad read on the wall. Like, these plays are tough because you're not sure exactly where the wall is, but you just got to remember where the arena is at all times. Like, the nets and the walls, really important. But he makes up for it. Like, he messes up, but then he boosts back really quickly to guard net, which is good. I like the hustle. And gets the clear, and it was high. So, like, it was a high clear, but it was soft. But since it's high, it's a lot harder for teams to punish you for it. So this is what I always say, clear high, and even if it's weak, it's a very hard to punish. And right there is a prime example of it. Ping Pong Pete didn't get a great hit on it, and it wasn't too threatening. Now here, he doesn't have a ton of boost. This is a really good play, actually. Like, these are the plays I like from a team. So wide right, or I'm sorry, Maple gets hit to the right, and Scott doesn't really have a shot here. You can't get, like, an angle on this wall to shoot it, and Karma's in net anyway. So your best bet is to throw it towards your teammate. So he throws it towards Maple here, which is actually a really good play. It barely gets over Ping Pong Pete, but it does. And it turns into a shot by Maple. Oh, no, he tried to do a pass back. It looks like Maple probably could have had this better. So let's go back and see what type of hit he had here, since we didn't get a great view on it. Yeah, he boosted when he didn't have to. He actually had a really good angle for a deflection here. I'm going to slow it down right after he gets bumped here. Alright, so he gets bumped. He sees the pass coming. He's got to land and get ready for it. So, we'll crank to 25 for a second. Alright, he boosts a little bit to just get off the curve, which is smart. Like, you never want to be on the curve there. Here, though, there was no point of boosting. As soon as he boosts there, that's really bad. If he would have just, like, coasted towards this ball, he would have had a great redirection shot into the net. Instead, he boosts and just turns into a hit that just goes off the side of his car, which I guess is a pass back to Scott, but Scott already left. And Maple definitely could have had a shot here, so that was actually a really poor play. Scott probably shouldn't have read that as a pass, because it looked like Maple could have a shot. So I can't really blame him for going for boost, because he also needed boost pretty badly. That was just kind of a bad play by Maple. Right there, Shim Sham and Maple, they also bumped in net. But it worked out. Maple gets the clear. This, you might have had a little bit more time here, actually. He could have probably took a shot here. I'm going to slow this down. Let's go into fly view. Let's go no ball, no nothing. Okay, let's line this up. So, right now, Chrome is just lined up. Like, he's their first defender. He knows that Chrome's out of the play for at least a little while. And he has time here. If he waits an extra second, or at least, like, hooks around this ball, so, like, he drove straight like this. If he would have hooked and then took the shot, he at least puts it on net and puts some pressure. Instead, he just throws it off the wall. Now, throwing it off the wall is good to get it center, but it does take a lot more time than just doing a direct shot. Chrome probably makes it back for the first save, but at least it would have been like a difficult save, and Scott would have got the rebound because it would have came out to here, and he could have recentered for a better center attempt. Personally, I probably would have went for that shot instead, or at least the pass to his teammate there. Didn't really work out. He just threw it off the corner, couldn't get it out in time, and Chrome got back and made short work of that. Here's a good pop. He just kind of misjudges this, though. Like, when you pop it really hard, just break for a second. Like, figure out how hard it is and then try and fly to it. Now, those are really hard to read off the backboard. I always have problems with it. If you watch the tutorial by A-Money, he actually does a tutorial portion where he goes into free play and just throws things off the back wall and tries to judge them. So I would definitely go check out that video to work on that. Like, there's a free goal. He actually screws this up kind of bad, though, too. So it's a good, well, like, pass by Karma, basically. Did he jump in extra time here? That's what I'm trying to wonder. It's hard to tell if that was him or if it was the other guy that he was defending. Chrome actually tries to bother him, but it didn't matter. Scott Norwood's just going to push him out of the way. He jumps once. I wonder if he does his double jump here. No, okay. No double jump. I wasn't sure. That ball, you want to put your bumper on it and just, like, keep it level. Like, especially when you know that you beat someone in the air, you don't want to hit it down when you don't have to, because then that's their only way of blocking it. And, luckily, it still went in, but you want to try and keep those at least parallel to where you are whenever possible, which is not the easiest thing in the world, but it's definitely something good to practice in aerial training, is just keep that ball up instead of, like, throwing it down. Because that's the only way blocks can happen when they're late to an aerial. This he just misjudges, actually. Like, this is a poor play. He goes up the wall. He could easily have this, but he turned the wrong way, it looks like. He just kind of misjudges that wall play. Probably could have got a pretty good clear out of it. Or at least, like, tapped it away and not made it that close of a call. But now I'm getting buzzed here. Okay, here we go. Oh. Aerial here was just like a challenge. Maybe he could jump a little bit sooner, but did he double jump? That's what I want to know here, too. When the ball's really high, okay, he does double jump at least. Now, there's also the technique of doing the boost, tilt back, boost, and then double jump technique. So you actually get up a lot quicker, which I want to see if Chrome does it. I think Chrome knows how to, or I'm sorry, Karma. Not sure if Karma knows how to do it, but let's check it out. All right, so Karma comes up for this. Nope, he just does the one. He just kind of wins that. I mean, like, he still gets a dunk on this, so it's not too bad. But so this is the play where, like, if you see the other guy coming up and you think that you'll meet, don't turn your bumper into it. Just go directly up so you actually get a better block, because that was a little bit of a dangerous block there. Turns into a goal. I wouldn't call this really his fault. It was an okay dunk. Chrome with the nice pass there just beats Maple. And then Shim Sham just can't jump there. Like, that's like a second goalie mistake I've seen from Shim Sham. When it's high, you can't jump. Like, if you're not going to save it, don't bother. So you're ready for the next hit. Those are hard to judge, though, sometimes, like when you're in net. But you have to know how tall the goal is. And that just comes with time. Because you don't want to do that ever. Like, do a little baby jump, and then you're just out of position. Okay, let's see right here. Maple goes for the pass. Shim Sham stayed, so as soon as you see him stay, like, you just can't go for that because you're the third man back. It worked out that Shim Sham got a decent hit on it, though. There was a good rotation. Like, ooh, this is a really bad read. So, I'm going to go back here real quick. So, he rotates back. He's third man. So, Maple moves up and goes for the attack, which is a smart play. What you want to do is try and make the dribbler make a move. and then Scott could have came in and made a play. Instead, it's a dunk, or a block, I'm sorry, like a 50-50 that just goes straight up. The only thing I see here is maybe he thought Chrome was going to land funny, because after 50-50s, that happens a lot. Chrome lands fine, though, and it's been a while. When you see a guy near the ball, and you're the last one left, you have to sit in net. You can't come out for this ball. He comes out for no reason at all. Like, he even starts to boost. Like, that was clearly Chrome's ball. And this is just a really, really bad read. Chrome had that for like 2 full seconds, maybe. That's probably exaggerating. Like a second and a half, he probably knew Chrome was touching it again, and he still went for it. Seemed a little bit dangerous. All right, so this time Shim Sham does cheat, and that actually helps him out. They get the dunk. So in threes, you should always have someone cheat. Like, always. There's no reason not to. You should have one go for boost, maybe, or sit in net, and have one cheat. And that time that they had someone cheat, and they get the free goal because of the 50-50. And, like, they wouldn't have got scored on that first goal if they had someone cheat as well. So, always have someone cheat in threes, guys. You have plenty of cars. There's no reason not to. His face-off goes left. He's going for boost, which is fine. Now he goes to net. Maple's got to make that play. Maple does. Great play. Now, if Scott comes out trying to win that, that's perfectly fine because his teammates will be back in time. So, when you're the first man up, you can go for those dives a little bit more and be risky. There's no point at all to fly to this. At all. Like, even before I see what happens on this play, there was absolutely no point of flying to this ball. So, let's go back. Right here, you know that ball's not in. That ball is clearly going into the corner, and yet he still flies. Not really sure why. Let's follow the ball here. So this ball, let's not follow the ball because that kind of screws things up. This ball is clearly going in the corner if you follow the trail. Look at that. That's like dead corner, almost. And Scott jumps. I'm not sure why. Let's go back like even further here because I want to see what he was thinking. So Ping Pong Pete just gets back. He knows Chrome's back here. Ping Pong Pete is still on the ground there. Maybe he thinks he's going to turn around and fly to it really quick, but I don't know. It seemed like Ping Pong Pete was going for boost. No point of flying here. Like, it just took him out of position, and he couldn't do anything. Like, if he just drives to the corner and sees if that ball like is going to be missed by Karma, then he can make a play. Or, like, if Karma tips this, he just turns around and blocks Chrome from a shot. Instead, he's just flailing in the air. Like, you don't want to go in the air if you have absolutely no chance at a ball, and it's not in. Like, that ball was clearly in the corner, so there was no point of going for it. Just let that ball die in the corner. It's hard to get those balls out quickly anyway, so just go on defense for those. You don't have to fly and try and do like a baby tap somewhere. All right, let's get back into it. Good clear here. He goes up the wall, which I like a lot. Always go up the wall when you can, guys. Always try and beat people going up the wall. Great hit off the curve. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, when you're trying for clears, is always try and hit it, like, off those, like, curves on the floor or the wall where it's all gray. Because then the ball pops, and it makes it a good time waster plus a good clear opportunity. This play is actually pretty rough, too. Right here, like, he could have went up the wall. Like, he thought about it, then decided not to. Like, he just has to make a decision here. So he turns on ball cam. I'm not sure why he turns off ball cam here. This is the part where he gets screwed up. Because he turns off ball cam, so he takes his eye off the ball. Now he goes back to it. He's like, oh, crap. I'm not going in the right direction for this at all. Then tries to go up the wall and make a play. Like, don't turn off ball cam right away from a hit until you know exactly where it's going. Even then, I probably wouldn't. If you're the next one to hit the ball, just don't worry about the boost. Just make sure you get that hit. Because if you turn it off and grab boost, turn it back on, like, you're going to lose track of it. It's kind of like an outfielder when he's going for a pop fly. If he takes his eye off of it, like, unless you're really good, like the pros, sometimes you lose track of it for a second and you don't realize how fast it's going, and then you misjudge and it doesn't work out for you. So, generally, I don't like taking my eye off the ball when I know I'm, like, the next person to touch it. So, I would keep that in mind. It's always something good to do. Alright, let's go back. So they've actually had some passes here. Like this play, Maple almost had for a pass back to Scott, which it seemed like that's what they were trying for. Just didn't work out. The passes are just a little bit off. They're also playing a really talented team that knows how to get to the ball really quick. A good tip here by Maple, and this is actually a really good play for a positioning that I want to talk about actually real quick. So let's go free mode here. So Maple makes the first save, and he's out of the play at this point because he's flailing or whatever. But it was a good save because it's on the wall, so they can't really get a shot again. They could get a pass maybe at some point. But Scott knows that Shimsham is right behind him, so he knows to just come out right away. As soon as Maple hits that, he drives underneath him, makes the play on the ball here. Now, he doesn't get to it first. Whatever, that's fine. He still went for the attack, which is the good thing. Shimsham tried to meet this ball. Like, that's a hard pass, too. And Chrome just kind of whiffed on it. But Shimsham was in the right to go for this ball. Because Maple should be heading his way back, or Scott, to the net. And if Chrome doesn't get that in, then he's fine. So I actually really like that rotation. When you're in net and someone comes behind you, you need to leave right away. Always. Because there's no point in having two guys just sitting in net, usually, ever. And you're much better off challenging a ball than letting them do what they want. Like, pretty much, you know, always. Always challenge balls, especially if you're not the last man. Like, if... Alright, so if you're the last man, maybe not challenge everything, because sometimes it's not a good challenge. But if you're the second man, make them make that move or put that pressure on them, and it works really well. Let's go back to this goal, because I just didn't know exactly what happened here. I think it's Shimsham. So two of them are up here. This is a bad play by Scott. Since he's the second man in this situation, you don't want to dive for it. Like, if you're the first man, go ahead and dive. And that was Maple's ball to dive for. Scott, he also dove. And now that's just two people diving at the same ball. And if they get beat, it's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situation. And Shimsham just makes another defensive mishap here. So let's see what happened on his end. Go back. Okay, so Ping Pong Pete gets us clear. He's got... Ooh. Oh, he went up the post. Okay. That's why he was out of position here. I'm surprised he was, like, that close to the wall. You usually want to give yourself a little room to spin around. I think he just kind of forgot where he was exactly and went off the post. It happens. Let's continue. Alright, Scotty boy with the dribs. Alright, he tried for the back foot pop. Makes sense. Just didn't really work out for him. Because he had no boost. He wasn't going to get much on it. And his best bet is to get power on it through a flip. Just kind of whiffed on it. Let's go back here. Made the save, and then Maple makes another save, so that's a good job. Now, again, when you make saves, guys, always throw it along the wall, like, on your end. Right here. Like, Scott knows he doesn't have a hard clear in him, so he just throws it along the wall. It's an impossible shot. It has to be a pass. And as long as your other guy's ready, you can usually make up for it. Because you want two people, like, on the other team to make a really good play to score a goal. Which would be that pass to a shot. And if you clear it out down the middle, like, nice and soft, then it's only one person that has to make a good play. And that's, like, just a shot. So you always want to make at least two people force a goal on you. Alright, let's go back here. This is a good clear, or like a good pass by Ping Pong Beat. He uses the corner really well, and this is actually just really dangerous for them. I'm not sure why Scott's flying to that, but I could see, like he just panicked, basically. Like, oh crap, they might score this. Let me try and, like, guard a corner at least. Which, I mean, I'm fine with, because, like, when you're in defense, sometimes you have to send people at it. As long as, like, your team can get that sideways clear instead, then you'll be fine. Like, it's not perfect, but, you know, whatever. Like, I'm actually going to go back to that play, because I want to see where everyone flew from. Alright, let's see. Is this the pass? No, it's not the pass. I think I lost it at this point. Maybe I went too far. I think I went too far. Yeah, let's go back. There we go. Okay, this is the play. There we go. Alright, so let's go into fly view for this last one. Okay. So, it comes around, Scott just throws it back in the corner. Makes sense. Maple drove up the post there, which kind of sucks, and kind of puts him out of position at first. But Shimsham is there as well, so he's going to make the next save. Maple will be there for the supportive clear if needed. And let's slow this down to 25. Okay, so Ping Pong Pete, he gets the pass. Really good pass. Shim's got to jump right away. Shim didn't jump yet. This is bad. I'm not sure like if he has boost because like replays, you can't see it. Sham should have jumped. Since he didn't jump, Maple should jump by now. But Maple's driving back into the net. I'm not sure what that's all about. Alright, so Scott goes up. Maybe there was calls for no boost. That's what it kind of looks like. I'm not sure what Shim just did there. He just barrel rolled? If I'm not mistaken. Man, these guys love their posts, huh? Yeah, so Shim lands. I assume he has no boost. He just kind of barrel rolls. Maple just jumps. Like, so that's not a bad idea from Maple. Because the shot's coming in right here from Karma. So that's probably a shot to the bottom right corner. And Karma just whiffs on it. So Maple just tries to do like a little jump. One of them's got to go up. Like Shim should have drove up the wall here. He probably could have reached it, or at least maybe not because it bounced so far out. But since you have two people in net, one guy has that luxury of driving up the wall. And kind of both of them just sat in net and didn't really do too much. Like if Karma hits that ball, that's probably in. Like 9 times out of 10 that's in. Unless you get really lucky and just hits off one of the cars. But not a fantastic defensive play, especially with Scott going up in the air for it. Because Scott had no chance at it. I understand why he was like, screw it. Let's see if I can tip it. But it kind of just put them all in bad spots. Luckily, Karma just whiffed on it. And they didn't pay for it. But all in all, like I thought wide right's passing was decent, surprisingly. Like at the start of the game. Like at the end of the game, I feel like Orange team was just controlling the ball a lot. So it was hard to get passes off. But wide right was at least trying for passes. Which is more than I can say for most teams. But yeah, some just like defensive mishaps kind of cost them the game here. Shim Sham had 2 really bad defensive plays, and yeah, that's pretty much what it came down to. Like I understand that they didn't control the game all that well. Let's check the stats at the end, because let's see the stats. Yeah, like they only had 2 shots, and that's just not controlling it well enough, not getting the clears that they need. Like which makes sense on a high pressure team because you have to keep feeding it back to that corner. But the whole point of that is you feed it into the corner like a couple times and it comes back to you and you feed it back to the corner like until you get like one of their pass backs up to the middle is a little greedy and you can actually clear it out because it goes really close to your net and they dive at it, but you're gonna get first hit and then you clear it, and that's usually how it works. So where you just keep throwing it like into the corner, they throw it back middle, into the corner, throw it back middle, like until you get that really good clear attempt. But usually, yeah, they just couldn't get it out. Like they, Orange always had that third man there to like block the clear, like Chrome did there. And that's just because like these guys are really talented too, though. Like I know these guys, they're pretty good, and yeah. But wide right was trying pretty hard here. I'm gonna sneeze. With some passing plays, which passing plays worked pretty well when they got them off. Or at least they... Like, I shouldn't say they worked really well, but they tried to make them work, at least. But I would work on deflections, like, with your team as well, which is hard to do. Like, the only way to do that is to practice in Team 3s, to practice deflections. There's no real training for you to do on that. There's kind of goalie training where you can deflect things, but it's not great. So I would practice that with your team a bit, and then the defensive rotation is not too bad, but some just defensive mishaps that just gave free goals, and sometimes just flying for no reason is just not going to pay off. But that's another replay analysis, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and this one ran a little long too. I'm a little ranty in these last 2, but appreciate the views, guys. Appreciate the love, and we'll see you next time. Bye.